Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to filter and highlight keywords on a web page. I do use jQuery and CSS to achieve my goal, but this is not a jQuery or a CSS tutorial as such. I like to call it Quick Start because I don't type out the code here and explain it along the way. I give it to you ready-made, and of course you can copy it, use it, adapt it to your own need if you want to. If you want to learn jQuery or CSS, there are a lot of good tutorials out there on the internet. For this video, I'm assuming that you're already comfortable with HTML, jQuery and CSS. Even if you are not, please watch anyway. You might find something useful here. In another video, I shared with you a solution that worked for me when filtering keywords on a web page. This video is kind of a follow-up on that one, but here I include highlighting. Again, I did not figure this out over a cup of coffee. After a lot of researching, reading, and trial and error, I finally got it to work like I wanted. So what it does is filter and highlight text on the web page as I type the search criteria in the search input field search. So if you look here, it's a basic web page. I've got the filter input box here. I've got some paragraphs here. And then I've got a list here, and then this here is just a simple two-line table. Okay, and then so what it does is, if I type in here, let's say I type in paragraph, what it'll do, it'll filter out all the elements that have the word paragraph in it. It'll filter out and leave behind the ones that have paragraph in it. If I do this, for example, if I type in your house, so all the elements that don't have the word house in it will be filtered out, and all the ones that have house have now been left behind. If I go to, for example, if I type in, let's say plane, let's type in plane, then it'll filter out all the elements that don't have the word plane. If I type in something unrelated, let's say I type in there, I don't know, spaceship, none of the elements in that search field or within that search criteria has the word spaceship. So you're left with basically this blank table here with no filtering or highlighting. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Then down here I've got this little paragraph here is outside the search field. Okay, so whatever I type in the search criteria up here will not be filtered or highlighted, but it'll remain untouched. Let me show you what I mean. If I type in let's type in camper van, it filters out everything in that search area, but this little paragraph here remains untouched. Okay, so the code looks like this. If you fire up your favorite text editor, you can use anything. You can even use Notepad. I use brackets. It just works the best for me. So in brackets here I've got a standard DOM setup. It's got a hit HTML tag, it's got a hit tag. Then in here I've got the link to the jQuery and the link to the highlighter scripts. If you don't link these, this little exercise won't work. Okay, and then just some styling here, and then the body tag. Okay, inside this body tag here is the input filter, the search criteria. This is where you'll be putting in your search criteria, and then between these two this div here, in this div here, all the elements that are inside this div, these will be filtered and highlighted. Okay, remember on the previous page I showed you that paragraph that's not affected, this one here, you can see here it's outside of this div here. That's why it's not affected. Okay, alright, so down here where the magic happens, this is the script here. Okay, this is the script here that I use to do the highlighting and filtering. This first portion here does the actual filtering or highlighting of the text. Okay, and this portion here does the filtering. Okay, so basically what I've done here is I've taken the highlighting script and the search filter script and I've combined it into one and assigned it the same lookup value here. You see up here, this value here are the same down here, so that both scripts reference the same search box, and that's how it's done. Basically it's just what I've just combined two scripts and made them one, and that's it, nothing more. If you want, the highlighter script is also, you can get it from GitHub. If you look down here, from GitHub, it's called highlighter.js. The spelling is a little bit, doesn't have the GH in it. This is the right spelling here. It's not a spelling mistake. And that's it, yeah. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.